Note Distinction offers a one-of-a-kind music education experience.
It might be difficult sometimes for parents of a homeschool student, or maybe even a student that goes to a small private school, to find that much-needed elective credit. Note Distinction offers a great way for your student to fill that need while doing something that they love, learning music. What I love about the classes is the schedule. The schedule allows your student to do the classes at their leisure whenever they can. I know a lot of times homeschool families have busy schedules running back and forth to different things. Well, your student can complete the class even in the car or at home or whenever they can. The optional bi-weekly Q&A sessions are great. The interaction and help that Professor Washington offers is just unlike any other video lesson that you've ever done before.
The reason I wanted to add the Q&A sessions is because sometimes when you're dealing with music, you might need a little bit of a personal touch on the understanding. Sometimes a clarification needs to be made, or you just simply have a question that's not answered in the video. So the Q&A sessions actually kind of fill that void where you actually get personalized information real time with you. Now these are bi-weekly, so if you can, sign in for those, and even if you can't, they're still housed in the archive. Chances are, if you have a question, somebody else in the class has a similar question, and it might even get answered even if you're not signed on live.
Professor Washington, as a teacher, definitely knew what we were capable of, especially and sometimes even when we didn't really know. So he would push us to be what he knew we could achieve, even when sometimes we didn't think we could achieve that.
Professor Washington, he really taught me how to be a musician. I wanted to be like a producer, and I make beats on my spare time, and before then my beats used to be really bad. And when I met Professor Washington and he taught me some things and showed me how to construct a beat in his music production class, I took off. It became better, and I'm glad that he taught me that.
I was kind of different because I didn't really speak the language. I was kind of different than the other kids, and he still adapted to that. He gave me more time, even though he had a lot of other kids to take care of.
Professor Washington would make sure that we didn't just have an understanding of our individual part. He made sure that we knew that we were contributing to a whole song or performance. I've never interacted with somebody that knew how to access his musical knowledge so well to make sure that anyone at any level would be able to understand what they needed to understand to be a great musician.
Anyone can just tell someone information, but Professor Washington actually expected us to be able to apply it, and that just makes you a better musician for the future. It makes you a better musician for society and for yourself. You have more opportunities that way. And so I just overall think that his discipline in making sure that we are able to practically apply what he taught us was something that really set him apart. If you have a question, just ask him, and he will do his best to answer it for you.
So on top of the music instruction that they're going to receive, students are actually going to earn an elective credit for high school graduation. And on top of all of that, the classes are just plain fun. We've organized the course that starts first with the fundamentals of music making, and then we jump right into application. At Note Distinction, we feel that if you wanted to just watch a whole bunch of videos, you can go to a platform online and check that out. But if you were watching the videos and not having a chance to apply that musical understanding, then you're kind of missing out on the music making process. We want our students to understand that music making is really fun, and it's a lot easier than you might think. All you need for the course is a computer with an internet connection and your own musical curiosity. Now, if you happen to have an instrument or some type of software for writing or composing music, that's definitely a plus, but it's not even necessary to take our course. Throughout your time in the course, we'll point you in the direction of many free platforms that you can use for composing and recording music. We want our students to come away with a greater appreciation of music making. There are so many aspects to making music, especially today in the digital age, but some things remain the same. You still have to know when and how to play the right notes. 1 Corinthians 14:7 says, "Even in the case of lifeless things that make sounds, such as the pipe or harp, how will anyone know what tune is being played unless there is a distinction in the notes?" It's really important that people understand what they are doing when they make music, especially younger musicians. They need to be shown the way, but sometimes information is not available or packaged in a way that they can glean what they need from it. That's exactly the point that Note Distinction comes in. We want to help students recognize the beauty of music while at the same time showing them that it can be understood through study and effort. So, if you want to earn a high school elective credit and at the same time have fun while making music, sign up for Note Distinction today.